Good noon to everyone. Today discuss about the mass transfer operation 1. The subject code is 3340502. Okay. So now start the subject syllabus discussion part. Is a total unit is a 5 6 total 7 units in this subject in a mass transfer operation. Okay. So one by one after discuss karisu. Unit number 1, the fundamental of mass transfer operation. Okay, the simple discussion part in the first one is the fundamental of mass transfer operations. First of all, discuss an introduction to mass transfer operations, then classification, explanation, membrane of separations. Then second one, molecular diffusion in fluids. Okay, number of topics છે આપણે most ofly important topic discuss કરીશું in this syllabus. Then interface of mass transfer, unit number 3, and unit number 4, gas absorption, most important. And then the unit number 5, liquid extraction. Unit number 6, leaching. And unit number 7, membrane separation. Okay, this is the most important topic. Okay, one by one discuss કરીશું આપણે. Now start one by one point. Unit number 1, fundamental of mass transfer. In the describe the importance of as a mass transfer operations, and the introductions of mass transfer operations in simply basis the definition of mass transfer. What is a mass transfer? Is a mass transfer operation is a simply moment of the concentration gradient, a concentration difference for a higher concentration to lower concentration. And the classification of mass transfer simply is a direct contact to miscible phase, direct contact to immiscible phase, and a membrane separation method is the 3 classification of mass transfer. Then they explain membrane separation operations. Then after direct and indirect contact operations જોઈશું આપણે. Then describe the selection of appropriate separation method. Number of 4 to 5 points છે તે જોઈશું આપણે. Then introductions of mass transfer. Then the operation based on the direct contact of 2 immiscible phases, membrane separation operations, direct and indirect operations, choice of separation method, and a fundamental design, the principle of the mass transfer operations. Okay, that is a total unit 1 overall subject. Then the unit 2, molecular diffusion in fluids. For differentiate molecular and eddy diffusions. The molecular diffusion differentiate define કરીશું પહેલા તો, and the molecular and eddy diffusions. તો molecular diffusion કોને કહેવાય અને eddy diffusion કોને કહીશું એ બાબતે ટોટલ ડિસ્કસ કરીશું આપણે. ઓકે, વોટ ઇઝ ધ મોલિક્યુલર ડિફ્યુઝન્સ અને એડી ડિફ્યુઝન તે આપણે ડિટેલ્સમાં ડિસ્કસ કરીશું. They calculate the rate of diffusion in a fluids. The rate of diffusion in a fluids ના બેસિસ પર જોઈશું. Then differentiate with the molar flux. What is the molar flux એ જોઈશું. Then diffusivity and concentration gradient in a fluid. Molar flux, diffusivity and concentration definition part in a fluid. Apply the diffusion principle in a fluid for applications of diffusion in a fluid some basis. Okay, then they derived diffusivity in some equations basis. Derivation of diffusion equations જે આપણે derive કરીશું. Describe the effect of the various factor on a diffusivity. Explain molecular diffusion in a fluid for laminar flow. Derivation of diffusivity equations. DAB is equal to dBA. Effect of concentration, temperature and pressure. Okay, and the pressure and diffusivity. General equations for steady state molecular diffusion in a fluid flow, laminar flow. Okay, this is the most important. Total 7 to 14 marks cover up in this syllabus. And then the derived diffusivity equations. So what is the derivation equations? DAB is equal to DBA. આપણે મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ છે એ આપણે ડિરાઈવ કરવાનું છે. Describe the effect of various factor on diffusivity. For effect of concentration, effect of temperature and effect of pressures ના બેસિસ પર જોઈશું આપણે. So simply general equations for steady state molecular diffusion in a fluid for laminar flow માટે જોઈશું. Describe molecular diffusion in a gases, derived equation for steady state diffusions, evaluate diffusivity of gases using the empirical equations. The molecular diffusion is a gases, derived equation for steady state diffusivities of equations. Component A અને B ના બેસિસ પર જઈશું આપણે. સિમ્પલ ન્યુમેરિકલ પાર્ટ માટે equimolar counter current diffusions of A and B with a simple numericals, empirical equations of diffusivity of gases, and this is the second unit. Okay, next unit જોઈશું આપણે. ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ તો ટોટલ ટોપિક જોઈ લો. then next unit ડિસ્કસ કરીશું આપણે ઇન્ટરફેસ ઓફ માસ ટ્રાન્સફર. Now unit number 3, interface of mass transfer. Explain equilibrium, define કરીશું. then describe the diffusion between phases. अलग अलग phases पर આવશે. describe various mass transfer coefficient using resistance concept and the concept of equilibrium for a diffusion between phases to resistance concept. Local and overall two phases mass transfer of coefficient and their uses. Average overall mass transfer coefficient for effect. The distribution between the mass transfer coefficient. A defined stage, stage efficiency and a cascade. For a stage and a stage efficiency and the types of the cascade. Simply unit number 4, adsorption. Gas absorption. Apply concept of absorption. Industrial applications જોઈશું એના બેસિસ પર. Now the gas absorption. So simply concept and some applications જોઈશું. Describe the physical properties of gases. Any physical properties જોઈશું. Then Raoult's law, Henry's law. What is the Raoult's law? Raoult's law equation is a partial pressure is equal to the vapor pressure and multiply the mole fractions is called as the Raoult's law. The select appropriate solvent, the solvent for absorption. Okay, empirical material, the balance in a different conditions na basis for a counter current, co-current and a counter current multi-stage operations na basis પર જોઈશું આપણે. Okay, simply the equilibrium solubility of gases in a liquid and effect of the temperature and pressures for ideal solution and Raoult's law. Solvent for absorption, material balance for one component transfer, counter current flow, co-current flow, counter current multi-stage operations, minimum liquid gas ratio for absorber, relay tray and a tray efficiency point. And the efficiency for a Murphy efficiency, overall tray efficiency. Explain material balance in a different conditions. Select a liquid gas ratio for absorber, minimum liquid gas ratio for absorber. Define various effectiveness for a real tray, tray efficiency point, efficiency for Murphy efficiency, overall tray efficiency. Explain tray tower and a pack tower. ડિટેલમાં ડિસ્કસ કરીશું tray tower અને pack tower. Evaluate various packing for a high equivalent theoretical plate. And they calculate absorption based on the material balance. Okay, for Raoult's law and the material balance applied in the gas absorption. Okay, unit number 5 4 જોઈશું આપણે 5 unit is a liquid extraction. What is a liquid extraction? For a 2 immiscible solution, simply for example acetic acid and benzene, આપણે વોટરને એડ કરીશું તો 2 લેયરમાં જોવા મળશે. Then after perform your practicals in a mass transfer operation 1, જે એફિશિયન્સી ફાઇન્ડ કરવાના બેસિસ પર આપણે જોઈશું. And then simple the part of this extraction for apply liquid extraction, industrial applications of liquid extraction, equilibrium for 3 component system, equilateral triangle coordinate system, 1 pair partially soluble, 2 pair partially soluble, effect of temperature and pressure on solubility, and the select of appropriate solvent ના બેસિસ પર જોઈશું આપણે. Describe the effect of temperature and pressure for a system of the 3 liquid and 2 liquid ના બેસિસ પર જોઈશું આપણે. Select of the solvent for a criteria of choice of solvent. The differentiate between the various types of extraction જોઈશું. For a single stage, multi stage and cross current wise જોઈશું આપણે. Single stage and multi stage extraction, cross current extraction on a ternary diagram. The material balance for single stage, multi stage, cross current, counter current problems based on the materials balance. Okay. Then the equipment of the single stage extractor for agitated vessel, flow mixture and settler, spray tower, pack tower and a centrifugal extractor ના બેસિસ પર જોઈશું આપણે. Okay, this is the overall 5 points in this subject. Now 6 and 7 point જોઈશું આપણે. 6 is the leaching part. The leaching, what is the leaching for a solid and liquid mixing, the part of the leaching. Industrial applications જોઈશું, some applications. Then a factor affecting the leaching, simple preparation of solid temperature of leaching. And they describe the type of the use, the state of operations and equipments, the method of operation and equipment for unsteady state operation, in place operation, heap leaching and percolation tanks ના બેસિસ પર જોઈશું આપણે ડિટેલમાં. Then a filter press leaching, agitated vessel, leaching by Sang system, अलग अलग टॉपिक पर જોવાનું છે આપણે. Filter press leaching, agitated vessel, leaching by Sang system, steady state operations, leaching during grinding. Leaching is dual type of the agitator. Then the leaching in dual balance for a tray efficiency, tray thickener. Then a continuous counter current decantations with a flow sheets, leaching for a octal Ballman extractor. Okay, another part છે જે જોઈશું આપણે ડિટેલ્સમાં. The explain material balance for a described membrane separation process. This is the important. 3 or 4 types basics. Introductions and basic principle of membrane separation, types of membrane process, advantages, disadvantages, various applications. Draw the diagram of various membrane modules, various types of fundamentals membrane modules for a 4 types: plate and frame, tabular, spiral wound and hollow fibers. Now the simple discussion part for this syllabus for overall practicals ના બેસિસ પર જોઈશું આપણે. બુક યુઝ કરીશું આપણે રીટ્રેબલ with a reference books in the makeup થેલી કે ગવાની યુઝ કરીશું મોસ્ટ ઓફ યુનિટ ઓપરેશન 2 નિરાલી પ્રકાશન. એમાંથી મોસ્ટ ઓફ સિલેબસ આપણે કવર કરીશું. માસ ટ્રાન્સફર ઇન રોબર્ટ એ ટ્રેબાલ. ઓકે, then the overall practical performance list જોઈશું આપણે. This is a determination diffusivity. in these લઈને આપણે એન્ડ સુધીના પ્રેક્ટિકલ બધા પરફોર્મ કરવાના છે. ઓકે, થેન્ક યુ સો મચ.